Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart, encouraging those sweet little voices in our lives, our toddlers. As parents, we live for those precious milestones, and hearing our little ones start to talk is pure magic. But sometimes, even with the best intentions, we might unknowingly make things a tad bit harder for those little talkers. So think of this as a little renovation project for our parenting tool belts. We're going to strip away those common missteps and build up a strong foundation for communication and language development. Now y'all know I love a good before and after, so let's get started. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more parenting tips and tricks. And if you've got a tried and true strategy for boosting toddler speech, share the love in the comments below. Now picture this. Your little one is so proud, pointing at their cup and saying wah wah with the biggest smile. It's tempting, right? To jump in with a no honey, it's water. But hold on just a second. While our instinct is to help them get it right, constantly correcting those adorable mispronunciations can actually make them hesitant to speak up at all. Think about it, y'all. When we feel corrected all the time, it can make us feel a little unsure, even a bit self-conscious. And those tiny talkers, they're just finding their voice, building their confidence. We want to nurture that, not dampen it. So what's the fix? Instead of pointing out the mistake, try repeating their word back to them the right way. When that little one says wah wah, you can say, "You're right, that's your wah wah, here's your water." See the difference? It's all about gentle guidance, not strict correction. You're their biggest cheerleader, their language coach. So let's create a space where they feel safe to experiment with sounds, to stumble a little, and most importantly, to keep those words coming. Okay, folks, let's talk about the pace of life. We're all rushing around, juggling a million things, and sometimes our speech reflects that. But when it comes to our toddlers, it's time to hit the brakes and simplify. Imagine trying to learn a new language, but everyone's speaking a mile a minute, using words you've never heard before. Overwhelming, right? That's what it can feel like for our little ones when we speak too quickly or use overly complex sentences. Instead of saying, "Honey, why don't you go put your toys away so we can get ready for dinner?" Try slowing it down and breaking it up. Time to clean up toys. Then dinner. See? Short, sweet, and to the point, just like our toddlers. And remember those sweet little faces looking up at us? Get down to their level, make eye contact, and speak clearly and calmly. It's amazing how much more they'll absorb when we meet them where they are. Now, I'll admit, I love a good show as much as the next person. But when it comes to our toddlers and their developing brains, there's no substitute for real-life interaction. Think about it. Language is learned through back-and-forth conversation, through watching our facial expressions, through those little nuances we don't even realize we're teaching. And as tempting as it is to let a screen babysit every now and then, too much screen time can actually limit those crucial face-to-face exchanges. So, what's a parent to do? Put down the phones, step away from the tablets, and let's get back to basics. Read books together, build a fort, have a picnic on the living room floor. The possibilities for unplugged fun are endless. And the best part? You're not just encouraging language development. You're creating memories, strengthening that bond, and showing your little one that they are the most captivating show in town. Y'all, being a good listener is a skill, and it's one of the greatest gifts we can give our children. When our toddlers are trying to communicate, even if it's just babbles and gestures at first, it's so important to give them our undivided attention. Imagine trying to tell a story, but the person you're talking to keeps interrupting or looking at their phone. It's discouraging, right? Well, our toddlers feel the same way. So, the next time your little one is trying to tell you something, put down whatever you're doing, get down on their level, and truly listen. Make eye contact, nod your head, and let them know that you're present and engaged in what they're saying. Even if you can't understand every word, acknowledge their effort. You can say, "I see you're trying to tell me something." That's wonderful. It's amazing how much those little gestures of encouragement can mean to a child who's just finding their voice. Now, I know we're all curious by nature, and when it comes to our toddlers, we want to know everything. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? So, we ask questions, lots of them. But sometimes, all those questions can feel overwhelming for a little one who's still learning to process language. Instead of bombarding them with "What's that?" and "What color is this?" try slowing down and making observations. "Look, a red ball, it's bouncing so high," Or that dog is wagging its tail, it must be happy. By describing what you see, you're not only exposing them to new vocabulary, but you're also modeling how to use language to engage with the world around them. And sometimes the most meaningful conversations happen when we simply observe and wonder together. Remember, it's not about extracting information, it's about creating a shared experience, a space where they feel comfortable expressing themselves without feeling pressured to answer a million questions. Well, friends, there you have it. A few simple yet powerful ways to create a language-rich environment for your toddlers. Remember, every child develops at their own pace, so be patient, be encouraging, and most importantly, have fun. Now, I want to hear from you. What are some of the challenges you've faced in encouraging your toddler's speech? Share your thoughts and tips in the comments below. Let's create a supportive community where we can learn from each other. And don't forget to subscribe for more parenting adventures and toddler-approved fun. Your support means the world and helps me keep these videos coming. Until next time, happy chatting.